Good evening, good night. We're getting pretty late in the evening. Some of you, it's even tomorrow. Uh, Welcome to another Zelda 1 randomizer, Swiss Week 4. This time between moneymerks and Syscrusher, both at 2 and 1. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Caffey JD. How you doing, Caffey?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to this nightcap match of two good runners. It's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Like those of you out in the East Coast, it's going to be such a good race. Not even notice the hour you're going to lose during the race. So. Unless, we could get one of those sub-hour 5 try 4 Cs. You never know.
I hope not. I want the full thing. I want all the trolls. It's a Jess seed. Give me the trolls.
I mean, we all know that it actually doesn't matter who rolls the seeds, but don't tell Mercs. He and I have had this conversation. He is convinced. He is convinced that Jess rolls nothing but crap. So we're gonna see what we get. That's a familiar start screen. Cheap
Actually,
bait.
really dislike this start screen, to be honest. It's so
It's
weird.
not. Yeah, it's not in the middle of everything. You're only close to one Armos. There aren't that many open caves in your start when you think about it.
Yeah, I typically want to start somewhere top left, top right, around there. Gives me a clear direction on where to go. This one's kind of, you could choose either way.
So far, we've seen 2 cheap bait shops with, I believe that was 120 on the key. So the expensive key rolled to max. So hopefully the cheap key is much better if we need to buy any. And oh my god, those are expensive hints. Fortunately, close to start, so we can save scum them if we get a book. Almost a full 180. Level 3. Both runners gonna jump in and get immediately ladder blocked, and goodbye.
Good info right off the bat.
If it is an 8 try seed, we are gonna be needing that ladder for sure. I mean, I guess it's possible one of those walls could bomb at the bottom, but you're not gonna be expecting that. And we don't even have money to gamble with, so not gonna spend that money.
We're already going to see our first divergence. Merc's probably going to head into the Deadwoods. Crusher heading towards the east.
Hey, Wizrobes. See, somehow today, I swear, I feel like every race I've watched today has had Wizrobes on the overworld. I know that's not true, because there's been a lot of races with Wizrobes on the overworld today.
And Goria. This is going to be
Ugh.
a dangerous overworld.
Yeah, Guerrilla is just so much easier. Guerrilla, the ones are the worst in terms of dungeon versus overworld, because you just want to be able to get past them, and they just throw those boomerangs at the worst possible time. 61 for the large secret. Not great, but it might be enough for a candle if Syscrusher can manage to find a candle shop.
It's going to be interested to see what Mercs does here. If he decides to loop this up towards the grave, or if he updates and heads east.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about this for Mercs is that this screen right here just gets completely orphaned. It's really hard to get back to. Although once you get the candle, maybe you do it then. But yeah, if you're gonna go to the Deadwoods like this, usually the plan is to hit the grave, hit the grave Armos, and hope your item is there.
It's 7 on Syscrusher side. I think that was the Lost Hills Armos screen.
Free heart in the ground. We'll take that. So this screen for moneymerks is it's the Wizards can't actually hit you, but it kind of psychs you out how close those beams get to you. And of course, with 4 hearts max right now, it's gonna be an insta kill if you get hit by one of those beams. All right, we're now 50-50 on the Armos, either the second forest Armos or the grave Armos.
Good mid at 35.
Yeah, the mids really carry you, and those 35s are nice. And the one thing about a 61 large secret, although while it's not ideal, it's very unlikely it's gonna put you over your 255. So you don't not quite as afraid as picking up money. That's 3 take-inies. No, wait. Crusher got the card on the floor in level 7. So that's 2 take-inies for Mercs. Total of 3 hearts picked up by our runners all told.
But he will get the almost item, as it was not on Syscrusher's side, so we'll see what it is.
There's another bomb spot that's annoying to get back to, but it's pretty common to orphan that one early. What do we got? That's in the last one, and we're going to have to go back in there. That's a bow on the coast. And just a regular boomerang as the Armos item, but it's early enough that that's actually useful. So Mercs is going to go ahead and pick that up. Crusher finds level 2. Ooh, is Mercs going to go for the Death Mountain place? See if the sword's up there? Kind of looks that way.
I think you forgot. Oh,
No.
he wanted to get around these wizards. That makes sense.
I don't blame him. Yeah, it totally makes sense. It takes away his money. That actually wouldn't have been a bad place to go ahead and up A out of the door repair, but it doesn't get that done in time, so we're going to lose the money.
Looks like he is going to make that East Death Mountain play.
And Crusher finds a power bracelet here in level 2.
So this could pay off big for Mercs if the sword is here. Candles there.
If he hadn't hit that one door repair, I feel like he had. Yeah, I want to say he had enough money for it. If that's the rare shop, though, he's going to know where it is, and Crusher might be a while. Oh, never mind. It's right there. That power bracelet leading to a candle for Syscrusher. Unfortunately, Mercs doesn't have that power bracelet up, too. He's not going to be able to pick that up.
Yeah, that will be very bad, actually, for Mercs to make that trek up there just for a candle. If he doesn't get into 2 soonish.
Ooh, 35 for the bombs. Crusher's going to pay for it. So the mid-secret and the bomb price exactly the same. That's not what you want to see.
So the sword's got to be northeast / Lost Hills waterfall area now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That vanilla white sword cave, one of the worst spots. Because if you die, it's so easy to die up there. We got Wizrobes and Guria on the overworld that could potentially make it very difficult to get up there. And if you die there, it's a good chance you're gonna last locate that spot. Oh, he's gonna go get that candle. Oh wow! I mean, we haven't seen another accessible candle spot for him, so this does make sense. But man, that's a lot of movement. In the meantime, we got some any roads. Oh, that's kind of sucky. I mean, it takes out a recorder spot, which isn't the worst thing ever. But we went from like the middle of the world to 2 Deadwoods area spots to the start area. I mean, the fact that one of them's next to our start spot makes it not completely useless, but kind of close to useless. And
candle shops are everywhere.
Yep. Oh yeah, and the tough part about Wizrobes on the overworld, while it's really nice to have them not in dungeons, those red ones just don't spawn right in foresty areas.
Yeah, you have to be careful in forest because any staggered spawn screen.
Yep.
Wizrobes will do that, and it's very trolly.
Yeah, very staggery, and sometimes like sometimes if it's a screen I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of times. Once I have a sword, I'll whittle it down so it's only 1 or 2 of them instead of the 6 or 8 as they could be. Crusher's gonna get this bomb spot because he does have the bombs when he goes over here. This is not the sword though, so he's probably gonna have to get back up to that northeast corner. Let's get the 5th heart. Might actually hit the grave area. Doesn't for right now for him he knows that the Armos item is there, and he knows the sword could be there. So it makes sense for him to go there, That's not going to get him a sword. Nice dodging on those Wizrobes, too. And then immediately walks into a red one, but at least he walked into the Wizrobe and not into the beam.
You know, it's good for Syscrusher here, as he's going to full clear the Deadwoods. With the exception of the recorder spots. So he won't be back here until he gets one of those.
Yeah, in fact, he's seen the one recorder spot, the vanilla level 7 spot from the any road. So there's like just a few spots left that may or may not have to get back to. There's that large secret for Mercs.
Gonna scroll into the fairy fountain here.
Yeah, I like this screen scroll a lot. Crusher gets a little more money. Oh gosh, you got really close to that cube toe.
Yeah. Yeah, both these runners are going to have a pretty efficient overworld clearance. While they will be late to the sword, you're taking the time to do the stuff that you need to do anyway.
And Crusher now has 6 hearts, so if we run into the white sword item, he's guaranteed to be able to pick that up. There's level 7 for Mercs. So he'll probably get that same heart container that Crusher's already gotten. And we're going to get to see this bomb spot over in the grave that we didn't get to see on Mercs' side because he didn't have bombs yet. And it's a potion shop.
Vanilla. I'm waiting for Crusher, and then let's see if he does the same thing Mercs did and go up to East Death Mountain, or if he'll just scroll straight. No, he's gonna save. Oh, he's looking.
He's thinking. He wants to at least get this last cave. If he had enough bombs to get to the open cave, and bomb all the spots on the way, I totally would just go that direction. But it's really annoying to get up there with the bomb without also checking the bomb spots. Okay, Mercs might get the sword first. Definitely in the area that we expect it to be. Crusher's gonna go ahead and hit Candle Row on his way over there. Although these Wizards might say no. Oh my god. Oh, that barely touched that. It's amazing how all it takes is just barely touching. And we're going to buy more bombs. And a ladder. Oh. So that's a bow. Mercs doesn't know it yet, but that's going to get him a bow. We see level 9 on Crusher's side. What do we got? There you go. You got your wish. All 8.
Buckle up.
Honestly, the greater the skill gap, the more the higher skilled player is going to want an 8 Triforce seed in general. You know, make your opponent do all the things. You know, we've definitely seen some races won because one of the players did less in the same amount of time, but didn't need to do as much. Just got the 5 Triforces, and the other player maybe gets 6 or 7 or 8, even.
Yeah, in this case, I would give Crusher the edge on the skill gap, but it's not like Mercs can't take down any kind of match at any time. So
absolutely,
it's going to be a fun run. But this knowledge for Crusher is really good.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that Mercs is not continuing to look for the sword, but I get it. You get the ladder, you want to get that item on the coast. Especially, he hasn't seen it yet. He doesn't know he's going to get a bow out of this. I don't think, he hasn't bought arrows yet, so he's not going to be able to use it right away. Imagine Crusher. If I were him, what I would do is continue just clear that northeast because that's where the sword. For him, other than the open cave in Death Mountain, it's pretty much where he has to find. He's gonna find his sword, get that sword, and then maybe go back towards the Deadwoods, do a world wrap, or if he still needs to hit some of those forest caves, he could hit those forest caves on the way over to get that bow. When both our runners are going to want to get that bow relatively soon.
Yeah, and then I think we've narrowed down the sword into the waterfall / level 5 area.
Yep.
So it looks like Crush will get the sword first, so long as he doesn't take a death. Here's 2 for Mercs. Does he go in for that PB, or does he want his sword now? It's 15 minutes in now. He may want, yeah, he just wants the sword.
Yeah, I mean, I might go back in with the bow. Well, he doesn't have arrows yet, so there's really not a lot he can do with it. So I get not going into 2 here. He's gonna go ahead and go do it now that he's got his bow. Now, of course, he didn't know it was gonna be a bow. Probably hoping for a white sword or something.
Yeah, white sword or wand, and Mercs is feeling great at that point.
There's the ladder for Crusher. Always feels good when you see a nice item like that and you have 6 hearts and you can just pick it up.
Yeah, no stress. Have to return like immediately because that's exactly what you feel like you have to do with the
Especially with a ladder, yeah. Like, there are a lot of items where you could just kind of be like, well, I'm just going to wait till I have 6 hearts. I don't need it immediately. The ladder is definitely not that item. You want to get that as soon as you possibly can.
Wow, the hefty toll on the bomb purchases for Syscrusher is weighing on him as he has 0 money now.
He's also bought the arrows already, so it's not like he's too bad off. But he's not going to be able to fire very many arrows when he gets that bow, because he has no money. Ah, see, there's the sword, right at vanilla level 5.
So, don't really have a target dungeon right now. 3's ladder block, 2, you already have the item. We found 9. We've got 7, but it's on the opposite side of the world now for your Crusher.
There's level 5. Probably the best. Or, well,
I missed 5.
High level 8. He's gonna at least dip into this dungeon. He already knows he needs all 8 Triforces, so doing this now, if the enemy set, but he runs right into some red dark nuts and probably figures, maybe I don't want to do this right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of dark nuts in the very first room that you have to get through.
Yep.
There are better places to be for sure.
Oh,
especially with Wizrops on the overworld too. Dark nuts are going to be the baddies.
Yeah, and it looks like these Gorilla have rolled up to 5. So that's not what you want in an overall bomb dropper.
Not gonna check the river caves. That's interesting.
With 3 bombs left, maybe he wants to do coast checks on his way. Bomb spot coast checks on the way over to the bow.
Yeah, that's certainly a good route that he could take. He still got the whole forest to burn down. I don't think he did the eastern forest yet. Looks like he just wants bombs at this point. Not gonna get it.
Yeah, it's gonna retry out of it. Looks like the reds did not go down. The red wizards also did not go down to a bomb. So yeah, your bomb droppers are not great. And I don't know where we have. Oh no, there we go. I don't know that I have seen a lot of blue Octoroks in nearby places. So yeah, he wants a full complement of bombs. He's got 3.
Merc's trying to get it too. I think he wants to get this river cleared, but he's not on the right count for it.
Unfortunately, the blue Gorilla not going to be super helpful.
Yeah,
So Crusher did get a bomb drop. He's got 6 now, so he's going to be able to do the coast spots. Mercs finds his level 8. Let's see what he does with this red Dark Knight room. Okay, they rolled down to 3, so it's not as bad as it could be. The bomb drop off of them. That might be his first. We're not really seeing anything on this coast. And Mercs is going to keep going in this level 8. And this is, yeah, this is why you want those arrows.
If the Dark Nuts didn't kick you out, this should probably kick you out.
Yeah, especially with 139 rupees. Go buy those arrows and come back.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, depending on how many of these rooms there are, it could literally be faster to go get your arrows, come back, and kill the Pole's Voice with the arrows. Crusher's just going to go ahead and do level 2 right now because he's here, which makes total sense.
Nothing. Mercs can amass some keys here for the small 1, 2, and 3s that can eat up a lot of keys.
There's a map of level 2 for Crusher. Air Force probably going to be up, although I'm not sure we cleared all the rooms to their left here.
This was the power bracelet room. He's just got this room to the south, I think, that hasn't been cleared. I think he remembers that the power bracelet here, but he needs to clear it anyway for the shutter. Yeah, this is the problem with this 8 right now, is this gateway room.
Yeah.
With these Dark Nuts, you're going to do every time you up A or you die.
Oh, power bracelet, then a Triforce.
He was hesitating, like he didn't want to grab it. I'm not sure. Maybe he forgot that he already picked up the power bracelet in here.
Maybe. I mean, it looks kind of more like a stream strutter, so I'm not sure. Not entirely sure whether that was him or not, but either way, he grabs the Triforce, gets out, and I will never be back in 2 again.
This room is awful.
So Mercs is going to have... Okay, maybe he's going to use his bombs, but you can clip into this. So you can not use your bombs there, in that shoot room. Oh my god.
Well, we could cycle the Zols, maybe. They're going down to 1.
They're going down to 1 HP, so that's nice. Maybe even 0. We could try a boomerang on them. With arrows, this room wouldn't be that bad. Like, you get rid of the Zols, you get rid of the Pole's Voice, reset the room, and chances are something not the blue Dark Knight comes back, and if it's the only thing left in the room, it's not too bad.
Doing a really good job, not taking any bops. It's just really time-consuming here.
Yeah, it's that time that it's taking for him to do all this. But it might pay out. We are going to get a stair. A book. Okay. We're going to understand some old men.
It's a great pull early. Great pull.
Yeah, the earlier we find the book, the more information it can give us. Right into a Gliok room. At least it's a 2-header.
If he could somehow stumble into this Triforce, I'd say time well spent. I would be more than willing to say no to the second item.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, Crusher taking a death over next to the fairy fountain push block screen. And Merc's taking a death to the Gliok. I mean, at this point, I think you leave. He doesn't yet know that he needs all 8 Triforces. No, he's going back.
See, this is where it gets really bad. To be fair to Mercs. The Gleeok room in these double 6 blocks is very awkward because you typically want to swing wide and attack them that way, but you can't do that with this room.
Yeah, Gleeok rooms when you have lots of space are much better than the ones where you're kind of more confined. Crusher, going to go ahead and go into this level 3. We have the ladder now, so we can go a little bit further than we could before. Has 1 key. Going to go ahead and do... Unfortunately, it's going to have to spend this key, but we're going to get a 2nd key. It's not so bad. You know, you kind of feel bad because, like, hey, I could do a Kanana key here, but not if you already have a key, so you're going to have to spend it. And this is segmented. We're going to have to go and... this will be a transport staircase here. Oh,
Crusher got
that's
hunted
Lamos.
down by those Lamos.
Yeah, they just... Yep.
Okay,
I mean, the orange red ones are a little bit slower and a little bit easier, but they are relentless. And here we are with the red darkness again on Mercs' side.
Yeah, this is bordering on stubbornness now. And he's clearing them pretty fast, but this dungeon would be so much better with those arrows.
Yeah. And you know what else? Like, he's now got the book, and I mean, he's close to I mean, it's so close to start that it almost doesn't matter. You can just get 2 of them and get the third. They are expensive hints, but they're really close to start, so you could go ahead and still do a nice save scum of them. And maybe the book, maybe it just tells you that the other item in here is the magic boomerang, and you don't have to come back here other than for the Triforce later when you have all the things that you're going to get.
Question in chat, do we know if he has found the arrow shop as in Mercs? I'm not sure if he's found the arrow shop yet.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
But I certainly would want to be looking for one with an early bow.
Especially since there's a lot of dungeons yet to be found. We haven't found 1 for sure. I think we found 5. I don't think we found 4 or 6. So there's still a lot to find.
It's Triforce for Syscrusher in this 3.
Yeah, we're going to keep going though. I'm not even sure what the enemy said in this. All I'm seeing is gels and Landmo. This level 3.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah, this is I mean, we're not going to get Wizrobes in here because they're on the overworld, but this is a classic case of the dungeon like lulls you into a false sense of security, and then all of a sudden, boom, surprise Wizrobe.
Yeah. So this should be the Lionel Oblin set?
There we go.
No, there's Dark Nuts.
We got Dark Nuts.
And a Goma.
And a Goma. Well, we can kill that. No raft required today.
Good hint for Mercs. Here's a stair. Don't die, please.
Oh god, getting through this is going to be tough. There we go. Nicely done.
Good job. Hey!
White sword. Okay, that's a good payoff.
Now we bail. There we go.
Sure. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that he does need the Triforce out of there, but we can come again. He can come back much later. Ooh, wand for Crusher. So both our runners going to get a nice offensive upgrade. Crusher just needs to survive. Time that so he can get out of there. I mean, I'll take a death for a wand pickup.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Good counter from Syscrusher finding the wand to Mercs' white sword. Difference is Crusher's going to be able to get this Triforce in 3, so a little bit of advantage here, Syscrusher.
Yeah, and with the wizards on the overworld, I actually like the wand better, just because you can use it to help you kill all the enemies in dungeons, since we don't have to worry about wizards there.
Certainly, the stack damage is really nice. The big, very very big hitbox it has is incredibly nice to toss these dark nuts around.
Fortunately, there's another. Looks like another landmo there.
I think it's the same one. It just came in from the left. Yeah, we did see the hint shop. At least one hint shop. I'm not sure if Merc saw the hint shop.
It was real. It was like 2 screens from start, I want to say. So I feel like he should have seen it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He now has enough money to just get them all in one fell swoop. So I imagine, and you know, you'll do the safe scum, so you can still buy arrows when you find the shop.
Oh, this screen.
Ah, yes. First time through, Crusher came from above. And there's okay. We're gonna go a slightly different path. We're just gonna be able to pick up that Triforce here.
Wonderful tracker Califax tells us the hint shop is the vanilla potion shop in the Deadwoods.
Okay, so it's like 3 screens from start. Still really, really close. Hopefully Mercs goes and does the same route that Crusher did, because if it were me, honestly, I'd probably go up in that R column and like last location the Triforce, so hopefully he doesn't do that. The actual Triforce being at the bottom under the A. All right, he's going to go the same direction.
There's 5 for Crusher. Immediate Triforce. See that Triforce right there always hurts my brain because like it's 5.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a big dungeon. It's not supposed to be terrible, but it can be. And you can waste a lot of time here with an early Triforce and digging in an item that you may not need in these medium-sized dungeons.
There's a map. This isn't too bad.
Yeah, this looks fine.
So both are runners now with the Triforce out of 2. Mercs with the extra knowledge of what's in 8. Crusher having already cleared 3. Big thing for Mercs right now is he needs to find that level 9, so he knows he has to get all the Triforces. Old news, lady. Getting the white sword hint for the ladder that we've had for quite a while now.
Hey, more left Mola.
Yeah, Crusher doing a nice job waiting on it so that he doesn't walk right into it. That room will push potentially, so he does want to clear it. And of course, it's the transport because that's level 5.
So get him around the Gleeok he doesn't want to kill yet. Bomb crate? No.
Nope. Yeah, in these flags of bomb upgrades are meant to be in 5 and 7. It turns out they can actually just both roll into 7. We may or may not see one here. $40 and $69 for the potions. So Burr's gonna go ahead and buy a red potion right now. I like the early potion purchase.
Got a tedious room here for Crusher, but a safe one with the river and ladder. It's a good drop. I don't think we've seen the heart or an item yet. So.
Yeah, we have not. And we still have not. And we're just gonna go into 7. And quietly, Crusher has 7 keys. Which
There's
means,
the
of
bomb
course,
upgrade.
yeah,
Oh, no.
76. Oh, So close, and yet, yeah, nice cheap bomb upgrade. It's not really close to the start of this dungeon, so you're probably not going to come back for it.
Yeah, that's rough. Definitely want that at that price.
Yeah, at that price, even a +2, especially with as expensive as bombs are on the overworld right now. There's the heart, so we're looking for a floor item in 5.
So he's got the 2 rooms in the left arm, and then I think he's got the Gleok south of his position right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Sounds about right.
Meanwhile, look at that 7.
Dang.
That's not even segmented.
Yeah, it gives kind of the illusion that it is, but you're right. Yeah, it's not segmented. Little zigzag of holes, though.
It's a good thing we got the ladder, but keys could become a problem in the 7.
Yeah, especially with Mercs only coming in with 2. A lot of linear paths in here. And this room right here is one of the reasons why the land mole is having that ranged weaponry with the wand. Just is so good with land moles. I always say the wand fire on the book is meant for land moles. Merc's ending up using a potion just to make sure he has health when he gets through. And, that's fine. You buy the potions for a reason.
Here's the Gleok. That wasn't it either. Oh, he's got 1 room next to the Triforce.
Of course. Oh, gosh.
This is what I'm talking about. Like,
oh, it's a key door. Okay.
The good thing, though, about this 5 is it netted him 8 keys.
Yeah, and that's not insignificant at all. And it's a recorder.
I was hoping that was the any key.
That would have been funny.
The recorder is definitely a very good item to have, especially with an 8 Triforce seed. As we get Triforce Crusher in 5, that's 3 to 1.
Yeah, Mercs hasn't done this candle row because that's where 9 is. That's where yeah, it just hasn't been there. I wonder if that's where the arrow shop that Crusher got was. I just don't remember where those arrows were.
Yeah, I didn't mark it on my my personal tracker.
There's the bomb upgrade. It is a +3 for 76. That's worth. Oh, and this could be an item room, but Mercs doesn't have the recorder out of 5. And then the old man's gonna take one of those bombs back because Mercs doesn't have enough money to pay him off with the cash. Yeah,
funny enough, it's actually cheap on rate.
I know, right?
It's like a $20 bomb loss there.
Yeah. And we also saw a hint that Aquamentus is on Death Mountain, so we have to get up there for level 1. And since we do need all 8 tries, we will have to get up there. Crusher's going to join Mercs in level 7. Not going to get that level 1 hint, though, since he hasn't gotten the book out of level 8 yet, so that's a little unfortunate. But, at some point, you just end up going to Death Mountain anyway, so... All right, we got a push block here. It is the silvers. Oh, baby.
Okay. And Mercs has not run into the try, so Crusher will also find those silvers.
Yep.
Unless that Dig Dogger is a transport and he transports past those silvers.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. Yeah, I suspect Crusher will kill the Dig Dogger, but may not actually take the transport. Crusher might actually have enough money to both buy the bomb upgrade and pay off the mugger when he gets over there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
I think it was like 50s, in the 50s somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's 50-something and 76 for the bomb upgrade. There's the Triforce for Mercs.
Mercs in pseudo go mode. Gotta find the rest of our dungeons. 1, 4, and 6, I think, still left. We know where one is on Death Mountain. He's probably gonna charge right over there.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I would do. Makes a lot of sense. He still doesn't know that he needs all the Triforces, though. Still needs to get to that Candle Row.
That's true.
Oh, this is the transport. So if it's the Dig Dogger, he's just gonna get taken to it. That's really interesting.
Yeah, so the Triforce was 3 down in the R column, so as long as that wall does not bomb to the right, Crusher will find his silvers. And he's not even going to take the transport, so he should be fine.
Maybe he's gonna take it now. Well, hopefully for his sake, this just goes to the Dig Dogger. 4 in Death Mountain. Oh, it takes him past the Triforce, but this may not bomb. It does. Okay, what do we got in the next room? Another one that may not bomb.
That's rough death.
That death might actually be good for him if he chooses not to take the transport when he goes back through. Another mugger. Mercs pays the bombs again this time. Maybe because he hasn't bought arrows yet. He just wants to make sure he has enough for the arrows.
With that landmo Crusher bails 7. So we'll not find the silvers yet, but still needs to go back for the Triforce anyhow.
Oh, he's just going to buy a potion. Because remember, Mercs used a potion to get through.
Yeah, oh, okay, he's going right back. Okay, this is fine.
But hopefully he doesn't take the transport again.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to go that way. He doesn't know he doesn't need to go that way. He can just walk straight up to the left.
Yeah, he's going to use that potion right now, and unfortunately, that means he's going to be in that position where he won't be able to afford the bomb upgrade, and he might not have enough to pay off the mugger with the cash. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. Yeah, I talked about Mercs buying the arrows, but he has silvers now, so maybe he just doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't pay the cash instead of the bombs in that situation when you've already got the silver arrows. Maybe he just wants more silver arrows to throw.
Mercs nearly left the raft, but realizing he still needs to find at least 9. Picks it up.
Yeah, raft not what he's hoping to find here. Although I guess of the any key and red ring, kind of the only so-called luxury items left to find. Everything else is either progression or he's taking the transport again. No, Crusher, don't do it.
Did we get a sail knot hint? I feel like we did.
Yeah, didn't we? We did. You're right. So that he doesn't need that raft at all.
Maybe just forgot. But either way, you pick it up. If you don't remember, definitely pick it up. Then not pick it up.
I mean, to be fair, sail knot means nothing required. There could be something like a magic sword, I guess would be the one thing that could be there. First, we're going to go after this other Gliok. And then, once again, we have a little bit of a choke point going up there. If that doesn't bomb, then he's going to be back on that linear path that will cause him to run right smack into the silver arrows.
Yeah, he really needs one of these multiple walls not to bomb. Otherwise, he can dodge these silvers. Or he can think they're here.
It's not he's gonna go for this room. I mean, on one hand, like, he knows this room won't drop the Triforce, so it does mean he's continuing to look for the item, and he's not gonna have that many rooms left. So he may go past the Triforce, but if he doesn't, he's going to be in some. If he does pick up the Triforce and leave, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Okay, so the wall to the left is the big question now. Now he could still go past the Triforce and continue to dig out the item.
Yep. Oh, and well, fortunately for him, he's got this recorder, so he's going to be able to kill this Digdogger and not get stuck in this room.
I don't want. Oh no, we already knew the 1, 3. What other?
Oh, got more hints. I did not see
that. 2 hints for the wand.
Double wand hint. And doesn't have enough money for the last one, so. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get that wand out. That wand doing really good work for Crusher right now. Does not want to take a death here. Here's the compass. Nice clock. So at this point, man, if that does bomb, it's got so little of this 7 left, and he has been looking.
It's almost basically the race if he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Past this Triforce.
All right. Chat and our tracker Califax telling us that he did buy all 3 hints, and we didn't get any new information. All right, go up, go up. There you go.
Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, it's past this mugger. He has to bomb up. That mugger's required to get the silvers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to choose, but you got 3 rooms up here. You got to choose this one. Okay,
yeah,
good.
Absolutely. The ironic part is, if he had chosen the other direction, he sees the Digdogger.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be feeling pretty good about that spot, and then of course we know it's nothing.
All right, we found one on Mercs' side. Got a heart and the stair. Crusher will get his silvers.
Yeah, I imagine he goes to level 8 and clears that while he's here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Totally on path.
With the wand, those dark notes aren't nearly as bad. He's got bow and silvers for the Pole's voice. And the nice thing about Pole's voice is that they give you that arrow money back, because they're not only are they money droppers, it's like they just rain money sometimes.
Yeah. For Crusher, he's in actual go mode. He doesn't know it because he doesn't have the raft, nor the hint for the raft not being required.
Right.
But he can easily go mode this with the ladder, power bracelet, and recorder to find 1, 4, and 6. We know.
You know, and I totally expected he will. Like I mean, he's gonna, when he happens upon the raft in level 4, he's gonna grab it just in case. But
yeah,
he's not gonna be looking for the raft, because
certainly.
And we've all had the seeds where that happens, and the raft decides to be stupid and show up late, and you end up needing it. But you don't count on that. Now I don't know that we ever saw a map to this level 8 on Mercs' side. We saw the white sword, and we saw the book, which I imagine Crusher will run into, since we haven't actually gotten it. Oh, apparently we've got a red ring in 1. So that's good for Mercs.
You've been flying out.
Yeah, not gonna get the second item because there's really no reason to look for it. At this point, the only thing left that's of any interest to him would be an any key. He's got 4 keys, so should be fine without it.
And for Mercs, he just needs 1 more Triforce, and he can hunt for 9.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna be disappointed when he does that to find out that it's 8. But
the best thing for him is he finds 6 along the way up here.
Meet the moblin along the river. I'm not sure we've seen... Did we see a magic sword on the river spots? Because that's what the... I don't recall. There is also the river spot. The one east of the Forgotten Spot is technically a river spot. I don't know if anybody's bombed there yet.
Chat's saying we saw Mags, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if 6 is blocked, that's probably worst case scenario for Mercs. Because he'll do either 5 or 8 for the Triforce. Go find 9. Find 9, because it's where's 9 again? Oh, it's Candle Row.
It's like really close to 5, in fact.
And he'll have to hunt out that recorder. A good thing, though, for him, though, is he has to know it's in 5, because he's got everything else.
6? Do we have... I don't think we have any information on 6.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
oh, 6 is recorder block. Yeah, gotcha. And apparently, we also saw a blue boomerang in level 1, which, we've already got the wooden boomerang. There's really no reason to pick that up. Unless it spawns on top of you. Crusher also not doing this cliff. Gonna go for the bomb. But he's gonna get his bomb back, so that's at least something.
good check marks.
And Crusher's tired of Gleox.
He really is.
This is gonna be the book for Crusher.
Yep, definitely got to pick that up. Even if it's just for 9, got to do it.
Yeah, and with all these Dark Nuts, you're not really happy about that, because Wand Fire on melee combat is not what you want to have. It is going to be nice for, like, Lionels and stuff when we run into those in dungeons. Also for Gleox, not what you're hoping for. There's a still not hint.
We have not found 6 yet. We have a suspicion it's under the recorder.
Yeah, chat's saying there were some hints that seemed to indicate it, so... Unfortunately, I've missed a lot of the hints on Mercs' side. One of these was the white sword, this diamond staircase, or the spiral? I thought it was the spiral. I don't even recall seeing the diamond stair.
Chat's saying there was a play attune to get a heart, so the heart container might be in 6.
Ah, yeah, could be. Could also just be a dig dogger, but more often than not, it feels like the play melody is for an actual dungeon location and not for, at least in mixed / second quest, whereas like in first quest there being only one recorder spot. There's the white sword for Crusher. I imagine he might take the transport after he picks this up.
Merc's gonna find 9 here. He's gonna get the bad news about all 8 Triforces.
Good thing for him is he is going to find that level 5 fairly quickly.
There's the hint for Crusher. Actually, yeah. That's great for Crusher.
Yeah, he's going to know not to pick up that raft. Or...
Yeah, he knows he's in go mode now.
To answer chat, the recorder, the play melody will not apply to a take any spot. Anytime you see the heart container hint, it is specifically the coast heart that it's referring to.
There's the try for moneymerks. Now he might just try rush.
I mean,
see if he's got spots left. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, I wouldn't dig out this item. Like, heart container on the floor for Crusher.
Where's this map?
I don't know. It would be useful. A map or a compass would be really nice right now, game. Crusher up to 12 keys, by the way.
What's with everyone getting like double-digit keys in their seeds when I'm struggling to find one?
I mean, certain locations tend to have dungeons that maybe you miss.
We don't talk about that though.
Meantime, not only is it where is this map? Where is this Triforce? Where is this compass? We haven't found any of those. Yeah, that's nothing there for a Crusher.
Yeah, this is a rough 8. It's got to be similarly shaped to that 7,
Yeah.
which was awful.
There's the compass. Oh, we're
There
only
we go.
rooms away.
Never gonna find it.
And we bomb down. No, of course we can't bomb down. That'd be too easy. Yeah, Mercs might miss this wand as well. When Crusher saw the Triforce before he saw the wand, which is kind of bad, only in the sense of if it turns out that we do need the recorder for a dungeon location, you go to 3 before you go to 5.
He's got the hint for the wand.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hello, bait block.
Don't need
You are
to.
not required today.
All right. That was a journey in 8, but we got the Triforce and all the items, in fact.
Yeah, even the heart container.
So the biggest question now is, where is this 6?
Yeah, Crusher's gonna find level 1 and 4 searching Death Mountain. He doesn't know that they're there. Mercs had a hint for level 1. And it's always annoying when you find Magic Sword on 9 hearts. You can't even make the token try at 10.
Crush needs to go work up a count here, or he needs to visit the bomb shop at vanilla 1.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think he's getting a count going. Unfortunately, yeah, he didn't get the bomb upgrade. Although at this point, I think Mercs I think he paid 2 bombs. So his max is 9 after getting the bomb upgrade in level 7.
Forcing off Tektites is always dicey. Okay, he's got the boomerang. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't die to the boomerang.
I know. Oh, that is the worst feeling when you've got the count going and the Tektite dies, or whatever you're trying to force off of just dies to the boomerang.
Alright, so he's gonna miss 4 for the time being, but we'll run into 1. As long as he can keep his count up. And Crush is really good at doing this, so I fully expect him to clear out this mountain in one go.
Yeah, I think that to me that's one of the distinguishing things about the absolute top runners is they're always thinking about that count.
Yeah, usually the perfect example I like to reference is Captain Green 7. He is constantly counting bombs.
Oh yeah.
No matter how many bombs he has. Dungeons, overworld, doesn't matter. He is always counting and he's always forcing. It's amazing to watch.
That is a small one. There's that magic boomerang. Merc's gonna go back into 5. Yeah, we're going back into 5 and looking for that recorder, I think. There's a heart container for Crusher. And unfortunately for Mercs, who could have had a really quick 5, if he had gone past the Triforce, may end up doing the same long 5 trip that Syscrusher did. On the plus side is going to end up with a whole bunch of keys.
Oh yeah. Look where this red ring was in this one. Was it on the way to the Triforce? Maybe.
I mean, there isn't much that isn't on the way to the Triforce. But chat maybe can help us out. Oh, Califax, our tracker, doing a great job, says he is going to find it. It's always kind of fun when you just kind of walk into a room and suddenly there's just a red ring just sitting there for free on the floor. Like right there. Yeah, and
much freer than that.
Yeah, like I said, Mercs is falling into that same trap that Crusher did. Instead of going into that one room, he has the map now. Instead of going back into that one room, is probably going to full clear this. I don't blame him. I mean, you're this deep into the dungeon when you find the map. It's hard to justify going back for that one room.
Yeah, makes total sense to me.
So Crusher leaving one with 7 bombs. Unfortunately, he's going to do West Death Mountain before he gets back to East.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy that. Yeah, Crusher's just not going to be able to get a bomb upgrade, but he didn't give up a bomb either, so it's, he's going to be at the normal max 8. Mercs is going to be at 12, because he's paid 2 bombs to muggers. Good bomb drop from the Gibdos there. There's the heart container for Mercs. Not what he was hoping to find. He is going to grab it, though. I mean, Magic Sword being relatively close to 8, he knows he has to go back there, so he probably will make at least a try for it.
It's a quick whistle to 7 or 4. Whichever you choose to get up there fast. Hard for Crusher.
He's thought about the potion.
He has the letter, I think, so he can buy one if he needs.
Yeah, and I think he might still have... I don't remember if he used his both potions. So, question in chat. So, Gliok is both 4 and 8. It's a little bit confusing. Gliok returns refers to 8, and Gliok lurks refers to 4, which is... And I think we were all guilty of, at some point, reading the wrong Gliok.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely happened. You're trying to go fast, maybe you feel behind, or maybe you're really ahead, or you feel like you're going really fast, and you read something.
You just see Gliok, but you don't even think, yeah, you can read that wrong.
It can hurt. There's 4 for Crush.
And we know that Mercs is not going to have a fast time in 8.
Yeah, that was quite a break for that Triforce.
I mean, even if the most right order in that 8 is still not going to get you that Triforce quickly. Crusher has enough money to pay off the mugger. Question is, who's going to be the first one to level 6? Now, it just depends on where it is. I think Crusher's done the desert area, maybe the forest. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the recorder spots in the Deadwoods other than the one, any road that took out Recorder Lake. Of course, there's the recorder spot that's right next to this screen. There's a recorder for Mercs. So he's probably going to find 6 first.
Yeah, good chance. I think.
But still has to go back to that monstrous 8. Our tracker Califex saying we have 6 recorder spots left. I imagine the 3 in the Deadwoods / Grave area, the 1 up here in Death Mountain, and I'm not sure what the other 2 are going to be.
Compass for Crusher's got to turn around. Nose doesn't need any more items.
Host and Vanilla 2. Okay, so the 2 forest spots. So it's actually pretty good for Crusher, because once he finishes up Death Mountain, probably you head to the Deadwoods, grab those spots. Yeah, you know you don't need that. You head to the Deadwoods, grab those 2 spots, those 3 spots in the Deadwoods / Grave area, and then you can just wrap a world wrap into the 2 spots towards the east.
Nice map for this 4. Oh my gosh.
That's a funny. There's a nice hole in there. Okay, so to answer chat, how do you know which dungeons the hints refer to? It's always based on first quest bosses. Because second quest bosses are kind of goofy, because like level 2 technically doesn't really have a boss. The one exception, of course, is we use Guria for level 7 because of the hungry Guria that you have to pay off.
Right, yeah, I think you're right. I think we're down to the Deadwoods and this
And
Death
Death
Mountain
Mountain, yeah.
recorder spot.
It's not Death Mountain.
Maybe the grave. I don't know if they've got to the grave yet.
Okay, I think Crusher's now done with Death Mountain. See where he recorders to. According to 5, so he's gonna go down and hit this spot near start.
Yeah, I think he did this one.
Okay. Where are we going then? Where are we going?
He's whistling to 3. Or tried to whistle to 3. Oh, he's gonna check mags.
Oh, okay, he's checking mags. That totally makes sense. You might as well do that now. We'll see if 12 hearts is enough.
Took all the time to pick up the words, and you don't get rewarded.
They say it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%, but I swear it feels like it's more often than not the other way around. Okay, he hasn't done this spot. So this is actually, he's going to hit these recorder spots kind of from the opposite direction of what Mercs is doing, which is really interesting. Just laugh because he's got 68 rupees in a potion. A new red potion would be 69. There's level 6. I missed exactly which spot it is. Where are you recording to, Crusher?
It's the grave whistle spot. That's not actually in the grave. It's
the one you would, yeah, the one you would screen scroll from here to. See, I'm telling you, you hit the west, screen wrap, and then hit the east. That's. I say it like every time, and nobody ever does it.
Apparently, Crush hasn't done any recorder spots. He's doing all of these here.
Well, according to Califax, our tracker, he hadn't hit either of these spots. I believe he said all the desert spots. In fact, he must have, because like we're a level 5, it just makes sense you would hit those on your way.
Yeah, Crusher's still in the lead here. He's got a full dungeon, basically on Mercs.
Yeah, and the real issue is that 8 is just like it's just nasty.
I missed the tornado. Oops.
Yeah, now I gotta go in a different screen, try again. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to record to that's super close to that grave area.
Map, imagine
Imagine it's like a 2Q1 only fatter.
Yeah,
That-
much thicker.
And very typical of sixes. They tend to be towards the left like that. Although they aren't always as blocky. The sixes I found in this tournament, again in part because of the non-random start screen, don't tend to do quite as much of this, where they just kind of go all the way to the right and then all the way up. Like this kind of all the way up on the left and then all the way to the right and then not a lot in between, but. Still get these kind of things. Of course, we're about to find level 6. I'm still not sure if this is actually the grave or the Deadwoods. This spot right here.
According to the map zones, it's grave.
Okay. And that's all that counts in terms of.
So, if you get a hint for that spot, it's going to be a grave type hint.
Yeah, chat calling it a bold E. I like it. Also, meanwhile, our runners have 24, soon to be 25 keys between them. So.
Yeah, crazy amount of keys.
We're gonna find the any key here. You just know it.
Oh, I think we got the heart hint. So.
Oh, you're right. It's gonna be
any keys at 9.
Metal. I mean, again, it could be a Dig Dogger 9, or a Dig Dogger right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's almost certainly.
Extra recorder block, heart container.
I mean, if you get both heart containers in 6, you get a guaranteed magic sword. At least on Crusher's side.
Yeah. It's a quick whistle. He could do it.
I think I would. I don't know if I would go check it on 13, although I certainly wouldn't surprise me if he did. But if you get the whole 14, just go get it. Fury looking for the comedy of a red candle showing up here. That would be funny.
Game likes to prove us wrong time and time again.
It sure does. There's a heart container on the floor for Mercs. He'll be sorely disappointed if that's the only heart container he picks up, because he won't be able to pick up that magic sword we now know.
There it is.
Yeah, no magic sword for likely either of our runners, although Crusher, might run into that, at least one of the heart containers on his way to the Triforce. We now know he needs to go up. He is going up. Up and right. 16 keys. And 13, so 29 keys total.
Yeah, Crusher not diving the stair. Makes sense.
I mean, the any key is the only interesting item left, and you have 16 keys, so you kind of don't care.
Yep. Gotta go fast. Okay, where are we busting to, Marks? Okay.
Yeah, 7 makes sense. He's going to go back into this 8. Actually, he might get hit. Yeah, he's going to run into a heart in 8. Most likely, because Crusher did run into the heart in 8. That's why he has had one more going into 6. So he might have that. He'll have that 50-50 shot. But of course, tries it at 12 as you do, and nope. Game says no. See where this transport takes Crusher. Okay. Oh, right back to the reverse C that we saw him decide not to check. And back to this room, but now you've got a white sword, so it's much better.
You get
There's
some
that
heart
floor
container.
heart. Yep, there's the floor heart that Mercs ran into.
I'm mildly curious to see if he does it. I have a feeling he will. Check it one more time. And here's the try.
mean, it does. Could save a lot of time, especially if it's a Dark Nut 9.
With weight right next door, I mean, I probably would too.
All right, let's see where he goes. If he goes to 5, he's going straight into 9. If he goes to 8, he's going to do a quick magic sword check into a record to 5 to get to 9. Or he could go to 7. That works too. No, he's going back to 5. Okay, he's not going to check it.
He's feeling the pressure.
Yeah. Thank you, chat, for reminding us to switch over to Crusher's audio as he heads into level 9.
Check your corners. Yep.
And we didn't get one of the Insta Roars that we've gotten a lot in this flag set for whatever reason.
Surprised he didn't pop that key to. Oh well, there's the roar.
Yeah, we got a hint for Zelda's position too.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quick 9 probably.
Yeah, neither of these shutter doors will be her because we were looking for the northwest, but I would assume Crusher will go west and hope he can just find a path there. Yeah, Ganon's in his room. Happens on occasion.
Alright, northwest was the quadrant, so we're gonna head west. And now north. And now west.
Yeah, I would just take the key to who wants to deal with these likes. And we do have a Lionel set, so the magic sword wouldn't have done as much as you would like it to. Lionels die very quickly to wand fire and or silver arrows.
It's at northwest, right?
Northwest, what I run.
Okay.
And Mercs, I wonder if he took a transport, because I mean, we did see that one transport. He's already up near that Triforce.
She's likely either to the left or north here now.
Yeah, 3 bombs, no openings.
And Mercs has got the compass and the Triforce location.
Yeah, he's got the Triforce.
This is a magic stair. Oh, there's the bomb.
Oh. Yeah, Crusher is low on bombs, though. Oh, he keeps going.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Well, at least she's not, like, sitting in the chute. And it is 13 hearts for the magic sword. So Crusher could have picked that up.
So now bombs are a problem. There we go. Start a count.
We don't need any keys at 15.
Hey, I was gonna yell at him if he went back for that key.
As you should. Not much of the northwest left. We don't have a map, so we don't exactly know how this all fits together.
He's looking for enemies to force off of here. It's not the best room to do it, but he's not getting hit, so we're fine. Yep, well, there we go. I gotta take this stair now, I think. Or maybe just the shutter.
Oh, that's interesting.
More direct. Nice. Another. Oh no! He's gonna do it! Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to spend it there.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, okay. He's
Oh,
got
and there's
bombs.
a bomb drop in here, so even
Okay.
if this doesn't work, he's gonna be able to keep going.
Yeah, got bailed out with a
Oh,
4-drop
wow.
there. Got hard bailed out with that 4-drop. I mean, it might just be open doors anyway, but yep, there we go.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh my god, and there's a staircase there too, which may or may, if that's not an item, could have taken him right there. Get your GGs in chat for Syscrusher finishing with an official race time of 1:19:06. Very well done. Merc's not far behind. Very well played race by both our runners. Honestly, you know what I really think it came down to is just that early play. Just Crusher didn't have that really slow 8 in the first place, and knew he had to get the Triforce first time in. And we do welcome him into chat. GG's, man.
Thanks. I felt like things were going well, but it was just taking too long to do things. Everything seemed to be going pretty well. Oh yeah,
that 8 was just
I don't even
so
remember what the 8 was. Oh yeah. Yeah, and what else took me long is that I think it was it a 7 or 5? I think it was
5 and 7
all
were
took
kind of
forever.
long.
They all took too long.
We were worried
6
in
was
7.
Long.
Yeah, we were very worried in 7 because the Triforce, if you didn't take the transport, you just run into the silvers on your way.
Oh really?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead, you took the transport, and you were very happy that you didn't grab the Triforce and get out.
No, there weren't enough rooms to justify leaving at that point. So
yeah, I kind of figured as much, but it's always interesting situation. Yeah, especially you'd already spent. Actually, you hadn't done 8 yet. You did lose a ton of time, and you both end up with the 5.
Oh my god!
The difference is you dug 5 all at once.
Yeah.
And Mercs went back for the recorder. You found it rather late.
Yeah, if I had the map, well, no, there was a key door there. I should have just went in. That's like a 2-room 9 or 5, really.
Yeah.
But
but you also got a bazillion keys in 5. So
I did.
At the time, you didn't have 15,000 keys to your name.
Yep.
Oh, he's done now. Nice, dude. That's pretty close.
I mean, he's not done on the restream, but yeah. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
But
I mean, he's close enough to finish that it would be hard to imagine him not finishing.
Man.
Yeah, he did 8. He just went straight for it.
He did it very early, yeah.
I saw that. Is there dark nuts in there?
Yeah,
yep.
That's why he did it without the arrows.
Okay.
It was kind of
didn't
like
have the arrows. Didn't have the wand.
Back.
Yeah. So it was very, very slow, and he got the white sword and the book and left because he didn't know that. Well, A, he didn't know that it was 8 Triforces, and B, I mean, it was he got the item, so I mean, it'd be reasonable even if you did know it was 8 Triforces, it wouldn't be unreasonable to leave at that point.
Yeah, I had a 2 to do at that point too. I was like, man, instead of the 8, I wanted to get back down there, and it was the 1, so that was awesome to see that.
Yeah. Let's get those GGs in chat for Mercs. Yeah. The 1:22:11 official time. GGs to Mercs. Will fall to 2-2, but has 2 more opportunities to get into the main bracket.
Yeah, he played this one well, so it went through. In those next 2 weeks, I expect him to get one.
So many rooms, so much overworld.
GG's, Mercs.
GG, man, it's close.
Yeah, real close. The early dive in 8 kind of, while you did pull out the items, was great. It did take a bit, and it kind of set you back.
Yeah, that's probably what killed me. I felt the same way.
Having to kill those red dark nuts every time you wanted to up A, just so slow.
I was getting some good bombs on him. Like, I wasn't getting hung up on him too much, but I just kept dying. Like, even the one room, like, I walked into Zola, I was so pissed off.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the bunnies here and there scattered. That kind of slowed you down too. But you pulled out both items, and I was super happy for you because it was white sword and
2 good items.
What was the other one?
Book and the book was good for you. I don't think it got Crusher nearly as much.
No, it was. I got it too late, I think.
Yeah.
I only checked the one hints, but I don't think it really helped that much. It told me the only thing I really pulled out of it was I know it said wand was in 3, I think,
Yep,
and I
that's
just
right.
kind of
So it sent you to 5 when you need the
Oh, 3,
recorder.
that's right. Power Racer was in 2, that's right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I mean, I think it also told you that level 1 was on Death Mountain, but I think at that point it wasn't a hard deduction.
Yeah. Well, I was jetting there, and I think I found 4 up there, and I did that
Yep,
too.
you did.
Yeah.
You apparently missed the sail not to save the princess hint. That
No,
was
no, I
Give-
did, and like I even I don't know. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll just pick it up, and like, I mean,
Sure.
what it's a couple seconds or whatever, and I was like,
Yep.
I don't know. I just was like, I don't want to regret not picking this up, and it was just like
Mhm.
race brain.
Oh, the
that's all.
raft, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't remember, get it anyway. Just
Yeah,
like
if you're not
Yeah.
sure. If you're not
No,
100% sure.
I knew that. Like I said, I pump fake. Like I went, like I was gonna leave, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just grab it, and I just went and picked it up. I knew I probably didn't need it though. I remember.
yeah, it was a good race. It kind of swung back and forth, Mercs.
It
When
really
you
did.
pulled the white sword in the book ad, you were behind because you kept having to go back in, but the white sword actually pulled you Sling Strategy in the lead for a bit in the mid game. The big one though was 6. It kind of, and you didn't know that you needed all 5 tries or 8 tries rather at the time. So Crusher already knew he'd found 9 really early, so he was full clearing everything, just doing it all when he was there. So
I knew if I had to go back to 8, like I already had that like in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and did 7 at some point. I don't remember why I went back up there and did 7.
It's good you did.
yeah, because you were the first of those silvers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, that's right. No, I did 7 kind of early, I think, right?
Yeah, you did.
Early-ish, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it goes for the same thing I said about Glamour and and Steel. I mean, the wheel has literally just been giving me everyone I know, and everyone's like hella good. So I mean,
Yeah.
like the wheel, I've had one runner that is not doing so good in the tourney right now, but I mean everybody else is like top tier people I've been playing. So I mean,
Mhm.
You get Shaddy next, yeah.
no. The wheel owes me. I mean, I've had 3 hard ones. But I still feel good at 2 and 2. I mean, I got Steel last week, and like I said, I felt I knew I know I could beat anybody, especially in these flags, but I felt like I was playing with house money beating Steel last week, so it's like I have 2 more weeks to get a win, and I still feel pretty good. But I mean, I'm glad the race was. I kept looking at the race room, which I normally don't do, but I know how good Crush is. I mean, so hats off to you, my dude.
Yeah, I missed it. Did you take
close race?
Did you take the transport in level 8? Because I feel like you were out of 8 the second time, a little faster than Crusher trying to get that Triforce.
I couldn't remember where.
I definitely did not take it.
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't take it, Crusher.
I didn't take it.
I thought about it.
Okay, well.
I just remembered that Gleeok I died to. Like I had him down by 1 hit the first time. I don't even know if there's anything under him, but
And somewhere there's a map in that dungeon.
Yeah.
God knows where.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what when I looked at the race room around that time, I was like, maybe he's hung up an 8 somewhere, because I was like, this is like a weird 8, and I don't know where the map is. So I was
If
like,
I didn't get that compass, I'd probably have been in trouble a little
You
bit.
might still be in there.
I don't even
You
know
might
if I
both
got,
still be in there.
I got the compass. Like it was only like a few rooms away, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, it was
No,
like,
it was up.
like
If maybe if you
diagonal.
took the stair.
Yeah, you had to walk around.
Okay,
Crush.
it wasn't
You
close to
couldn't walk
me.
through it.
Yeah.
Even that 9 was weird by Zelda. It was like 2 shoots, and it was like weird up there. Like,
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, Crush.
Oh,
How are
yeah.
you feeling, dude? Because it got dicey for a minute there. with
I
those
was worried
Oh,
about
right, the
bombs.
bombs.
Yeah, the bombs were. killing it.
I know those shoot. I've seen these vertical shoot rooms a lot over the years, and I know like so a lot of times you got to go through them.
It's
Yep,
funny.
And
absolutely.
I was YOLOing my last bomb there. I started working up a count, and then I got bopped, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna YOLO this.
Yeah, I
When-
mean, you kind of had to spend the bomb in
Yeah.
that shoot room, and then if you need another bomb, the next room had one
Yeah.
in the stealth. So
When the
And then I
screen-
saw
fine.
other doors. I'm like, all right, that's probably likely gonna be the path. So
in the first shoot room, when the screen started transitioning, like you could kind of see it before you see the enemies and stuff, or
Mhm.
like see what's in there. I had this conversation, I want to say, I don't know, a month ago, and we were talking about just weird, like where Zelda could be in 9 scenarios. And I was like, could Zelda be in a shoot? I was like, because I've never seen that. And they're like, oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is gonna be the one right here. I was like, but it wasn't. But
Yeah, I think she can't be in the horizontal shoot, although I'm not 100% sure. But she absolutely can be in the vertical shoot. We've seen that.
yeah,
Definitely seen that.
I don't even know if I've seen it in a race level. I've definitely never seen it in one of my own, but so I'm sure that's coming soon.
Yeah, I called a race last year where we were right about, I think Rick and I were calling, it was right about to say, the GGs, and then boom, vertical shoot.
I mean, I've been
We had to
playing.
hold, had to go put that on hold.
I've been playing for like 2 years. I mean, if I'm only a couple of minutes behind this guy, I mean, he literally, is one of the dudes that taught me how to play this Rando, not Z1, but Rando itself. And I mean, I feel like I'm getting there.
my protege
Yeah.
from the from the master, whatever apprentice.
I was, like I said, you kind of call it though. That 8 was a little rough in the beginning. I was like kind of nervy when you first start a race up. You're playing somebody good, so I was like, once I calmed down, I felt like I was playing good after that. But like that first 10-15 minutes, I was like jittery.
Yeah, after 8, you were cruising.
Yeah.
No question, you were cruising.
I was worried about defense, and I got red ring, and I was like, all right, cool, because I was buying bomb upgrades and all kinds of other crap, and I was just like,
Yeah, buying the bomb upgrades and giving up the bombs.
yeah.
You
I
got the 11, and then you got the +3, and then you gave up 2 bombs to the muggers.
Mhm.
I think the first one you had to give up, the one in level 7, because you didn't have the money to pay it off, and
I
you
didn't.
had to bomb up for the silvers. But
I think I just bought that bomb upgrade, and then saw
you
that.
did.
like,
It
a
was
few
right. It was
rooms.
like one room right after the
Mhm.
other.
Yeah.
But you did get the second bomb upgrade, so I think you did end up with 12. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just hoping I right routed a little bit better than Crush, but obviously, like I said, props to you. I mean, the dude taught me, and I know how good he is. So
Yeah, man.
I'm getting there. This guy's got like
Getting there,
30
getting there.
years. I got 2, so
The good news is you got 2 more shots to get into the bracket. So one more win will get you in there. So you'll be all right.
I feel like I said, I hopefully the wheel has some mercy this week, because I mean 3 out of 4 have been just nightmare scenarios, and I pulled at least one of the 3 so far. So, but yeah, hopefully the wheel will be a little kinder.
In the meantime, Crusher, you did punch your ticket into the brackets, so I mean, I guess does that make you relax at all? Or I guess we're gonna be.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just go through when I get knocked out, then I get knocked out.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're 3-1 now. You have to play side
yeah,
down next week,
I like-
So
I mean, maybe. That is. I
yeah.
believe Sightdown is 3-1, so yeah, that is a matchup that could happen.
I'll be ready to move on from these flags, though. Definitely, they're fun. I think they're good flags. They're fun flags. But
I do like these.
they're kind of crazy too at the same time.
Yeah, these flags are very volatile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good watching. It's stressful playing. That's for sure.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else either one of you want to add before we go ahead and close this out?
No, just thanks for all the volunteering and
Yeah, thanks for the comms. Thanks for the whole
appreciate
community.
it.
Just-
Yeah.
There's been a million people volunteering, and everybody's been like just having fun and helping out, and it's everybody. It's been
Yeah, and it's
been going
late, too.
smooth.
You guys
Yeah,
are always up to
absolutely.
slate though. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mercs, you've already lost your hour. Crusher and I are about to lose our hour.
Yeah.
Caffey, gonna lose it a little bit. Those even chat. Some of you have already lost the hour. Some of you are getting there.
I thought
I
it was.
slept an extra hour today, so
There you
I
go.
didn't really lose anything.
I thought it was at 2 o'clock that happened.
Yeah, it's I guess it's
I thought
1
it was
a.m.
2
They,
as
they
well.
skipped the 1
Maybe.
a.m. hour. That's how I understand it. Whereas I think
Oh,
in the
okay.
other, when you go the other direction, I think you repeat the 1 o'clock hour. I believe.
Mm.
Yeah.
You guys all know me. You know I'm at work usually if it's not the
Yeah.
weekend, and if not, I'm up hanging out in Discord or playing with
Yep.
you guys. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, too bad is during the week when the time goes, because then you'd get that free money there. You know?
yeah, but I'd have to work the extra hour. I've actually done that.
Get out of
before.
here! No way,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Jeez.
I actually did that. I think the first year I went to that position, I did that. So, but yeah, thanks again. Like I said, Califax was tracking. Thanks, Califax.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you.
Good luck
you in
in the
Discord.
later rounds, and we'll put their links in the chat so you can go ahead and. Well, okay, I tried. Bot's asleep. Bot losing that hour was too much for it. So. But yeah, it's twitch.tv/moneymerks and twitch.tv/Syscrusher, just like it shows on the screen. If you want to go ahead and follow those guys. In the meantime, we do have 2 more races on the schedule for tomorrow at I had to do military 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have Vonky versus Malkier, and then at 4 o'clock we have CD Improv versus Custom. Those are both 2-in-1 matchups, so 2 more people are going to punch their tickets into the bracket stage, and so good luck to all those runners. And then I haven't heard anything different, so I assume the wheel will be at its normal time, 8 o'clock, but don't quote me on that. I don't know that for sure, so definitely keep an eye out on the Z1 Randomizer channel for the wheel update. That'll come tomorrow night. In the meantime, we are going to go ahead and call it for now. I'd like to thank everybody. We had Califax on the tracking. Trackers always are MVPs, doing a great job. Diesel Pilot jumping in to help us with the setup. And Caffey, always a pleasure doing commentary with you.
Yeah, it was a great time, and look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. But yeah, with that, we'll go ahead and bid you all good night. And we'll see you at the races tomorrow.